for the first time to work in this valley.
نقعد بقى نتخن.
This was in 2010. I was so afraid of how can we really excavate this valley. I called it noisy valley. It's noisy. No one ever excavated in this valley. All the excavation that happened in this valley, very small. In 1979, the Napoleon expedition, they came here and they recorded what is in the valley. And they did record a part of this workman workshop. The second is Belzoni, an Italian explorer who found the tomb of Satan I. He came here in 1816 and found the tomb of I and KV-25. KV-25 was actually made for Akhenaten, but he never used it. He went to Amarna and he was buried in the tomb of Amarna. After that, Champollion came in 1829 and he found the tomb of Amenhotep III. In front of the tomb of Amenhotep III, Champollion found KV-A. And KV-A is in front of the tomb of Tutankhamun. It was a store for the tomb of Amenhotep III. After that, in 1905 to 1914, Davis worked beside the tomb of Amenhotep III, and Carter in 1915 found the foundation deposits of the tomb of Tutankhamun, of the tomb of Amenhotep III. After that, Otto Shatin came to work near the tomb of inside the tomb of I. Yoshimura in 1993 worked inside the tomb of Amenhotep III, and actually after that came Wilkinson in 1989 or 98, and he worked in KV-24 and KV-25. Then in this valley, you have I and Amenhotep III, 24, 25, KV-A, and also you have the tomb of Amenhotep III. Then when I came here, all the people told me, you cannot work in this valley. No one really ever found anything in this valley. It's difficult. But we started our excavation in 1910 and continued in 1911. The most important discovery that we made was the discovery of the 4 foundation deposits. Near the 4 foundation deposits, found graffiti and found workman huts. Means there is a royal tomb in this area. We know, according to some scholars, that when the Egyptians construct a royal tomb, they make 4 or 5 foundation deposits. In my excavation, it proves that there should be 5, not 4. What is inside the foundation deposits? We found inside pottery dated to the reign of Amenhotep III in situ. We found knives used for making a tomb or mummification. In each one, we found a head of an ox for offering. And this is some of the things that we discovered. Then actually, we stopped the excavation because of what's happened in Egypt in 2011. But after that, I came in 2017 and I invited a team from Torino University, and they use JPR, the most sophisticated radar ever found. And they worked here for 1 month, and they gave Dr. Khalid Al-Hanani a report saying that they found an entrance of a tomb 5 meters down. We did announce that, and all the TV channel came after us, wanted to support the excavation. And this is why Discovery Channel was able to take the concession. They paid a fee to the Ministry of Antiquities, and they did work in our excavation. And actually, you have Blink TV from England, who are Justine, who are really recording our work, and they finished 1 film that's going to be shown in about 4 or 5 months from now about the work and the return of their support to the excavation. And actually, I have also, before I will tell you about the discovery, I have to thank my assistant Afif Ruhayem, and also to thank Tayyib Muhammad, also Sayyid Mamdouh, Ahmed Sayyid, and Sayyid Ahmed, who worked with me, and they were working very hard during the summer and the winter. We worked from September 1st, and we end of April. We stopped the excavation 1st of May. Then, when we did announce that, we came here in in December 2017, started working until today. When we excavated to look for the entrance of that tomb, we did not find anything. I have to tell you one thing. Radar, until today, never made a discovery in Egypt. Never. A radar is good for a TV. It's good to shoot for the TV, but never made any discovery at all. And therefore, I really never trust this radar. The radar is made for space and for other things, and not actually is made for archaeology. Then we started our excavation. I have to thank Dr. Khalid Al-Hanani, my dear friend, Minister of Antiquities, and Dr. Mustafa Waziri for their support of the expedition. We cannot work. This is actually the first Egyptian expedition to work in the valley. Can you believe the 64 tombs found in the East and the West Valley found by foreigners? Never an Egyptian team worked in this valley at all. We started in 2007, and I will tell you more when I see you, when we'll see you in the East Valley, of why we came to work on the Eastern Valley of the Kings. What we found until now, we could not find the royal tomb in this area, in the Nile Valley. But we began to study all the route of the flood, because the Egyptian will avoid the flood to construct a tomb. But we recorded some graffiti is not started by churning. We recorded many workmen huts. We recorded stairs that actually used for the workmen from there in Medina to come and work in the West Valley or the Valley of the Monks. And after that, we divided the Nile Valley to A and B and C and D. Area B was the most promising one, because we found in this area, for the first time, the first industrial area in the valley, to show what the Egyptians did. All what you discover in the Valley of the Kings are tombs of royal kings, and actually also workmen huts. But this is the first time that you discover the areas for the workmen who really worked for constructing a tomb. We found a void or a hole. I called it KVT. This is for storage. In front of KVT, we found an oven for burning pottery, and we found KVU. It was a water tank. Beautiful, you will see it today. And inside the water, and the workmen will bring this water for the other workmen to drink. In between, amazing things that we found. Number one, we found all the inlays that the ancient Egyptian put in a royal coffin. We have something called the wings of Horus. All of this you can see in a coffin of the tomb of Tutankhamun, and even some beads that they used in the dress of the king. And we found an offering table, typical dynasty teen, and also we found in this area other important things, like the ring that has the name of Al-Hatib III, and another silver ring for a queen. Means there is a royal tomb in this area around here. This is the industrial area. The second important discovery is this section, which is 30 big houses, had doors to close. Inside the houses, we found a workshop to clean and make gold. Another workshop to color pottery. Another workshop actually to make furniture, because we found many needles. A workshop for making wood. A workshop for grinding grain or anything. And this is actually the inside big, large pottery used for storage, and also a typical dynasty thing. All these big pottery jars used for food or for drinking. This is for the first time actually any workshop like this ever discovered. And finally, there we found a tomb. When Afifi found the entrance, he sent it to me. I compared it with Tutankhamun. I came next day and I found that this is actually, it could be embalming cachette of a tomb. And we called it KV65. It is exactly similar to KV54, but our KV65 is larger. It's 5 meters long. KV54 is 2.5 meters. This was found by Davis and Etherton. And when Davis found KV54, he thought that's it. Nothing can be discovered. This is the tomb of Tutankhamun. And he left the valley for Howard Carter to come and discover the tomb of Tutankhamun. Then actually, inside KV65, we found onion, dome, linen, figs, ropes, skull, remains of animals. We found remains of mummification, tools for writing. We found a tree maybe connected with Isis. We found also many other mallet for making scenes. We found a kind of an angle for cutting furniture. We found a big, that big kind of wood. It has the hieroglyphic word Nib Tawi, means Lord of the Two Lands. In my opinion, they used it to hold the furniture, to put it inside the tomb. And actually, this could show the pottery that we found in the foundation deposits, plus the small inlays that they covered the coffin. All of it are here. And this is to show the workshops, the 30 workshops that found inside all the 6 workshops doing different things. And after that, we have KV65. This is how it looks like, all the artifacts that we found, and also this is the artifact that we found in KV65. We are really happy to be the first Egyptian expedition to work in the Valley of the Kings and made this discovery, but we continue our work. We're still going to work until end of April. We are hoping to make a big major discovery. I still believe that the area between Amenhotep III and I could be the promising area to find the family of Amenhotep III. Thank you. Now,
شكرا لمعالي الأستاذ الدكتور زاهي حواس على الكشف في منطقة وادي القرود.